Okay, this video is to show you what I'm playing at the moment. A lot of you will recognise Shadows of Brimstone, which is quite a massive game. It depends how you approach it. You can get you can just go for the one core box and play it that way, and it's still a good game. But you've got to recognise you want a degree of variability in this, and just playing with a core box, you're limited in the number of monsters that you're going to be up against, and you're limited by the cards you've got. There's lots of small expansions, and there's about 6 big box expansions that add other worlds in. I'd advise you to buy a core box and maybe just a couple of big expansions, or maybe even one big expansion, whatever takes your fancy, and maybe a couple of the mini boxes that fit in with the theme of what your core box. As you can see, because I've got a lot of stuff for this, it takes up a hell of a lot of room, and there's even some boxes over here with cards for the other worlds and some miniatures I haven't even got around to building yet. I've got a big box of minis there. They're not painted particularly well, to be quite honest, but they're a sort of basic tabletop quality. What I'm trying to do is just paint them, just put like a base colour on them, and then gradually tart them up when they appear in the various sort of scenarios. We're currently on scenario 3, Seal the Void Gate. Now, I've got to admit, this is a very complicated game mechanically, and I've been making horrendous amounts of errors in both the previous 2 scenarios I've played, but I've decided to play it nice and slow and simple, to try and make sure that I don't make as many errors. But you can play the missions either as standalone, or you can play them as a campaign. I'm playing this as a campaign, and so I'm using all the options to level up with experience and stuff like that. I'd definitely recommend it if you're into dungeon crawlers, and to a large extent role playing. This is probably the nearest dungeon crawler I've played to a role playing game, because there's loads of different skills that you can upgrade, and you can pick whatever path you want to do your upgrades. There's lots of different cards and pieces of gear that you can carry around. So currently my guys, they haven't got any decent gear, but if you can get your hands on some of the alien technology that's lying around, you can get some pretty good guns and things. You've also got another little mini game. There's like a frontier town that you can go and play. Oh, I can't. Yeah, fortunately, there's a little map anyway. I can't find it off the top of my head, but there's a little map that lays out the town, and then you can visit all the various shops and things, the doctor's office, frontier outpost, general store. And there's loads of different things you can do while you're in town. The town events that can cause problems while you're in the town. You've got travel events, which occur when you're moving from a scenario back to an actual town. That's an interesting thing. I don't know whether that works both ways, whether it works going back from the mission. I'll look that up in a minute. But it's a good game, but it does take up a lot of space, and it's going to take a lot of time to play unless you're just going to play a one-off. mission now and again.